To be fair, the Dow's retreat into negative territory for 2015 isn't terribly dramatic. It's off just 1/3 of 1% and just 3% below its all-time high. But the decline in the Dow transportation average is another matter. It is now 10% off its high, and that diversion, some believe, is signaling a correction could be coming for the broader market. Dominic Chu explains why the so-called Dow theory has some investors quite nervous.
If you're one of those out there who thinks the stock market is due for a bigger pullback, there's at least one indicator that may be on your side. Something called Dow theory. It's a method of analyzing historical movements in the stock market to try and predict what the market is likely to do. And it's not looking pretty. A big part of Dow theory has to do with how the Dow Jones Industrial Average performs relative to the Dow Jones Transportation Average. The idea is that you'd want to see higher levels in the Dow Industrials be validated or followed up by a move higher in the transportation stocks, like airlines, railroads, and trucking companies. After all, if the economy and business environment get better, you'd expect to see more goods being shipped to satisfy growing demand. The problem is, that's not happening this time around. Even though the Dow Industrials remain just a few percentage points away from record highs, the transportation average has been on a steady decline since last November, losing around 10% of its value in that span. So, what you've got is a stock market rally that's not being confirmed by a rally in transportation stocks. That's what has some traders worried and thinking we may be due for a broader market loss ahead. Of course, that's just one take. Some stock market bulls maintain that the lagging performance of transport stocks is just a temporary issue and that things get back on track in the coming months. Still, others say that transportation stocks aren't as important of an indicator today as they were in the past because we're just less of a manufacturing economy and don't need to ship things everywhere. Regardless, the divergence between the Dow Industrials and the Dow Transports is raising a caution flag for many in the market. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Dominic Chu.